and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a video that was promised previously, and it is the comparison between the Coach Cassie and the Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis. So I've had the Pochette Metis probably now for like almost 2 months. I've really been neglecting all of my other bags because there's just nothing like this. Like, I can't believe it took me so long to buy it. I'm so happy I have it. It's my favorite bag ever. And I'm just really happy to have it. And I've had the Coach Cassie probably for maybe like 2 years. And I bought this because I thought this was a pipe dream and I was never going to get this bag, which is why I bought this one. And the reason I bought it is because obviously Coach now is like having a moment. It's been kind of brought back to the forefront of like contemporary fashion, and I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, and Coach was everything. I had every wristlet. I got a Coach bag, like every single like Christmas and birthday. Coach was it. And it's been brought back, and I'm really excited for the rebirth of Coach because I've always loved Coach, and I love that it's back. And that's like kind of what drew me to this bag, was like the comparison that bloggers and influencers and just like the fashion world in general was making to the Pochette Metis. And I just figured it was a good way to test out if I liked the Pochette Metis, like, because they are so similar, or if maybe like I didn't need that bag and I was happy with this one. And that was true for a while. But as I mentioned in my unboxing video, I used my tax return to buy that bag, and I really wanted to buy myself something. I wanted to buy myself a designer piece, and when looking at everything, I was like, I keep coming back to this bag even though I have this one. So I'm gonna film this video. We're gonna go through the comparisons. I personally, right off the bat, think they're basically exactly the same bag. I mean, you could see they're exactly the same. I have stuff in this one because I just used it, but they're the exact same bag. This one has a zippered pouch, and this one has just the pocket. But let's talk about this first. So they're both like briefcase sort of bags. It has a turn lock. You open it up and you have 2 compartments and a third back here. I still have the tag. And it's nice and roomy. Then you have like the little pocket back here and a zippered pocket plus this. So in the Coach Cassie, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 compartments. You could see I haven't used this bag in months. You could see it literally has dust on it. So that's that. And it comes, then you have the back pocket, which is nice and roomy, top handle. And it comes with a beautiful like cognac leather strap. I love the coloring of this bag too. It's such a neutral. I love the CCs. I'm a big logo girl, which is why I love Louis Vuitton. Logos don't bother me. And then you have all the CCs on the back. It's just like a beautifully made bag. It's so high quality. There is some scratching on it, but I did buy this pre-loved. So, I mean, that doesn't bother me. I'm not the type of person that nitpicks my bags. So if like, unless it's like a rip or a stain or a pull or something like quite obvious, or something that's going to ruin the ability to use a bag, it doesn't bother me. So then it comes with a tassel, a little Coach tassel that you can take off. And then obviously the hooks has the D-rings. And then you could see it has like the classic Coach brass hardware. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful bag. And oh, I didn't even realize some of the there's like a Coach actual logo in some of the CCs. And I call them CCs just because I've always called them that, but so this is the Coach Cassie. I'm pretty sure I'll put the price on the screen, and I will obviously link this down below, but I'm pretty sure that the Coach Cassie is like around $300. At least this one is. Also, this comes in a variety of different leathers, colors, everything. I think it comes in all black leather. It comes in, I think there was even like a floral print at one point. It comes in pink. So if you aren't somebody who likes logos, you will be able to find this style of bag still because it comes in all leather. But for the purposes of comparing it to the Pochette Metis, and that's why I bought it, I wanted something that was going to like resemble the Pochette in all aspects, and I wanted logos. And I really just wanted it as a neutral. To me, this screams fall. I don't know why. It just does with the beautiful like cognac, almost orange coloring. It's just a beautiful bag, and I love it very much. And you come and you have the pochette, and mine is in reverse monogram. I'll link my unboxing video above in the cards. So as you can see, it's the same. It has the compartments in the back. It has the zippered, and it also has a click lock, and you open it up. This came like this. There was some bubbling. That doesn't bother me. I'm gonna take everything out of here first, just for the purposes of the video. I should have did that first. Okay, so the lining in the Coach Cassie is more of like a canvas lining, and this is microfiber. And so in here you have the back pocket, you have this, and then so you have only 3 compartments compared to the 5 in here. I'll link the measurements of each down below. I didn't look at them up before filming this, but we'll get back to it. But I'll link the measurements down below. But there is obviously more room because there's more compartments in here. And it's just simple classic black microfiber. It's beautiful. Then you have like this, I feel like the width is a little wider, but you can see it has that same like briefcase style. And then like I said, you have I have some papers in here. You have the, ow, that hurt. You have the zippered pocket. And then, of course, the strap. So, right off the bat, the comparisons are, there's more likes than there are differences. I feel like these bags are exactly the same. I do think that weight-wise, this is heavier. And I don't know if this is just because of like the pre-loved condition. I'm not sure, but you could see there's nothing in this bag and how it's opened. There's nothing in this bag and how it's opened. And you could see that this like hangs more, it almost like leans more to the front. And I've noticed that when carrying it, if I have more things in the front of the pocket, or like heavier things in the front, the bag leans and it almost like flips over. Like it's very easy for it to flip, which is something that doesn't happen with this bag. I mean, you could see I'm holding it like this. I feel like the weight is more evenly distributed in this bag, whether it's empty or full. I don't know if that's because of the leather, because like this is all leather and this is canvas. So there is a difference there. Like this is leather. I mean, I feel like the logo is canvas, but this is definitely leather. So I definitely think that that's a difference. And I think that that's something that like the Coach Cassie wins, that the weight is more evenly distributed. So I'm not sure. I also think this is much more easier to close when it's empty, because it's just a turn lock, when this has to be pushed in, and you can see like it's not pushing in. I definitely think the Coach Cassie keeps its shape better when it's empty. Like you could see like this kind of like concaves in when this is just like really keeps its shape all around. So, but I don't, to me, those aren't really like wins. Those are like, they're not really pros or cons. They're just differences. But in actuality, these bags are very, very similar. Like they're exactly the same. And there's a huge price difference. This is now like over $2,000 and I'm pretty sure this is $300. So, I mean, obviously quality is different. Coach quality compared to Louis Vuitton. I mean, I haven't bought something new from Louis Vuitton in a while, or like ever, really. So people have been saying for the past few years that Louis Vuitton quality has gone really, really, really down. So that's probably like up to you. I mean, I don't really see any quality differences in between these bags. They feel very similar. They have very similar functions. One is just a more luxurious name brand compared to this one. And there is definitely something like, I'm not going to lie, like I'm somebody who likes designer things. I've always loved designer things, but that doesn't mean that the Coach Cassie like isn't good enough for me, because obviously I bought it in the first place, but this was just more of like it was like a dream. Like this is what I've wanted for years and I was able to buy it and I did. And I'm very happy I did, because there's just something about a Louis Vuitton bag that I love. And I love the colorway. I love the reverse monogram. There's just something about this bag that I could not get it out of my head, even though I had this one. Because for me, while these bags function the same, there's something I just like Louis Vuitton. But the bags are exactly the same. Like they function the same. And I think that that's why I've been able to seamlessly transition into using this bag, because I've used this bag for so long. Like there was no learning curve. I think so. I mean, I'm also somebody who loves bags and has used so many styles of bags. It's not something that I had to like get used to. I know what it's like to carry around a crossbody briefcase style of bag. I know what it feels like to have to open a bag like this and look through the compartments and find what you need, because I've used this bag for almost 2 years. It might have I think it was 2 years, because I'm pretty sure I got this in 2019. And I love using this bag, and this is a bag you don't see a lot. I mean, I think both bags, at least I live in Queens. I live in like a small neighborhood where Louis Vuitton and Coach have always been very rampant. And I never see anybody with this bag. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 people in the past few years with this in my neighborhood. And even like when I was commuting to Manhattan for work, I saw maybe like 3 people with this bag ever. And the same goes for this. I think this is definitely like it's a newer style of bag for Coach. And Coach obviously is like coming back into their own. So yeah, but I think these styles of bags, I really enjoy them. I love a briefcase. I love how it looks. It's very sleek. It's very casual, but can also be dressy. Like I have to go to a party tomorrow. I'll probably use this bag, like just because I love using it and I love how it looks with everything, and I love how it complements my outfits, and I love that it's roomy, but it's still compact. It's not a tote, but I can fit a lot of things in here. So the consensus is these bags are pretty much exactly the same in terms of space wise and what you can fit in it. I think this one has more room, but is like more compartments, but you could tell it's obviously like thinner. And I don't know if that has anything to do with like the actual measurements of the bag, but you could see, but it has the same look, which is why I bought it. So my opinion is, if you want the Pochette Metis, because if you don't care about labels and you don't care about the luxury factor and you're just looking for a really solid briefcase type of bag, get the Coach Cassie. Go look at it in the store. Go like try it on, see how it fits. It does come, the strap is adjustable, and I'm 5'2", and like I have a bigger chest. I'm a little curvy, and this fits perfectly on both bags. Fit perfectly as a crossbody. I do like the Louis Vuitton. I do like them to sit a little higher on my waist, so I will like just make the straps as tight as possible. But if you're just looking for this style of bag and you don't care about labels, get the Coach Cassie. It comes in so many different colors, so many different materials. I love the versatility that this bag comes in. Obviously, the Louis Vuitton comes like that too. They have it in the Epi. They now have it in regular monogram. It's not available in any of the deniers yet, but once it is, God, it's gonna be beautiful. But I think, and obviously the price point, I mean, you cannot beat, it's over $2,000 even on the resale market. It's very expensive. Just get the Coach Cassie. Like, if I didn't, and I did at one point give up my dream of getting this bag because I had this one. So it's like, I really wanted this style of bag. Obviously, this one is more structured in the way, like it's a square. This one's more rounded, but that's not really like an issue. But I'm somebody who loved the reverse monogram and kind of aspire to have designer things. And that's just who I am. I'm not going to apologize for it. So if you're just the type of person who wants a new bag and you want this style, get the Coach Cassie. You don't have to shell out the over $2,000 to get this look. This is like the look for less, literally. It's a dupe. It's 100% a dupe. And I think this bag is definitely worth $300, 100%. I love it. But if you're somebody who just wants the Pochette Metis and doesn't really, like, you don't like Coach or whatever, I mean, the Pochette Metis is a great bag too. My other point is, if you're somebody like me and you're unsure, if you say like you really wanted the Pochette Metis for years the way I did, but you're unsure if it really is functional for you, and like I think a lot of people either love this bag or hate it. They don't like the click lock. They don't like the shape. They don't like having to like open and close. Like, people just want a zipper, whatever. If you are thinking about the Pochette Metis, but you're on the fence and you don't want to shell out the thousands of dollars to get a bag you're not sure of, get the Coach Cassie. Try it out for a year or two. The Pochette Metis isn't going anywhere. It will only get higher in price, but like, give yourself time to save. If you're just thinking of like, you just want to see if you like the bag and you like the style, definitely I do recommend getting the Coach Cassie before you get the Pochette Metis. You could always, like, I don't go into things knowing I can sell them, but I find comfort in knowing that if something doesn't work out, I can return it or I can sell it to make my money back, or just like to just get rid of it. So with that being said, I am going to sell my Coach Cassie. It's probably already up on my Poshmark. I am going to sell it through Poshmark. I'm not going to sell it directly. I don't really know how to do that, I'm very wary of people. I've heard horror stories about PayPal and things like that. I'm not. So if you want to buy my Coach Cassie, it's in excellent condition. Like I said, there's some scratches on the top, but otherwise it comes with, I have the tag, I have the original strap, I might have a dust bag, I don't know, but I will just like include whatever dust bag I have, whether it's like Coach, Kate Spade, Rebecca Minkoff, Tory Burch, like I'll just include a dust bag. But I am going to sell it because I don't need it anymore, and it's just taking up space in my collection, and I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed with the amount of bags I have. And I've had my Pochette Metis for 2 months now, and I really haven't used any other bag. And it's the same exact bag. And I don't see myself reaching for this, myself ever using this bag again, because it's the same exact bag and I'm just gonna always reach for my Louis. That's just how it is. And I also take comfort in knowing that if I really want this bag again, I can buy it again. So that's why, like, I don't need two brown beige monogram bags. So I am gonna be selling this. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't need it anymore because I have this and I've been using it to death and I love it so much. She's my baby. I'm so happy I have her. I feel like I can sell every bag in my collection, but all in all, these bags are exactly the same. If you want a briefcase bag, get the Coach Cassie. You don't need to spend $2,000 on the Louis Vuitton version if you just want the style of the bag and you don't care about the label. Like, Coach is back, baby, and I think it's gonna be here to stay. And I just, even looking at it, I love the look of it. But I am gonna sell it because I'm a Louis girl through and through, and there's just something so beautiful that I love about the reverse. Yeah, so that's that. The bags are exactly the same. There's no difference. If anything, I think the Coach probably weighs a little more. And this, the Louis, is probably a little bit bigger in width. I don't even know, but yeah. So that's the video. If you have any questions about either of these bags, please let me know in the comments and I will respond to them as soon as possible. Follow me on social media. It's @BreeBreeLukes on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. It's Royally Pink Life. Subscribe to my channel. And go visit my blog at royallypink.com, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.